Hello, my beauties! Oh my gosh, a little bit of a delay because I had to finish my hair a little bit. But I'm here and I'm very excited. If you are coming on right now, welcome, welcome, and welcome to the final live of 2021. Can you believe it? We're at the end. Hello, La Marie Beauty. Welcome. Hi. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you. Let me wave at you. Oh, it's not letting me. All right. So today we're celebrating, and we're doing Glam for New Year's, and it's such a full circle moment because my group is 1 year old, and on Facebook, for those of you on my Instagram. And it's just been such a great year of discovery. Hey Jackie, welcome. It's been such a great year of discovery of myself. I don't know if some of you also felt that way, but I definitely grew a lot in this year. I learned a lot in this year. That it was so challenging, and it was so beautiful, and it was so special. I have so many emotions. So I have a little bubbly here. And I just wanted to celebrate with you guys. So I'm gonna be doing a little glam tutorial. We're gonna go a little bit all out. Hey Maddie Cafe. And let's get started. And you guys tell me in the comments how your year was. What did you learn? What did you accomplish? What are you gonna be celebrating? I just wanna know. I want you to share. I don't know, I have so many emotions. It's just been such a great year for me in so many ways. And I'm the kind of person that likes to stay positive. And obviously a lot of people had a lot of negative things happen to them during the year, and during the past 2 years it's just been a roller coaster of events. And but a lot of people did have phenomenal wins. So hey Susie, welcome. Hi Marina. So I'm live on both. So when I'm looking here and there, that's because I'm live on like 3 channels, on 2 of my Facebook accounts, which is Facebook Aneley Cosmetics page, Facebook Aneley Cosmetics Beauty, which is my private group for you on Instagram, and on Facebook page. You're welcome to join me there. And of course I am here on Instagram. I kind of live on Instagram, so this is awesome. And I would love to, oh my God, thank you so much, La Marie, for sharing. This was definitely challenging, but I made it through. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. And we have to focus on the positive. I want to say, survived the toughest moments in my life because I focused my energy on the things that God is giving me, the things that God is showing me. Whoever and whatever each and every one of you believes in, whether it's God or whatever it is, as long as it's something that pulls you through life, I think that's my personal guiding light, and that's how I lived. So I'm not giving you like a sermon today. I'm just super excited for the end of the year. It's wonderful. Hey, Neni-san. And La Marie says there were a lot of wins also. Yes, learned a lot about myself. Oh my God, I want to know what it is, La Marie. And let's just focus our energy into 2022. Walk into 2022 with a positive outlook, right? There will be so many more challenges when we focus on them. And we sometimes can't avoid certain things. It's just certain things are just gonna happen. But it's the way we will, I think, reflect on them and accept them and reject them. It's how we are going to project to whatever is happening. It's how we're gonna get through it. So please do share with me your wins. Share with me things you want to take with you into 2022. Maybe you have business plans. Maybe you want to open a business. Maybe you want to, like, I know, La Marie, you are a phenomenal beauty professional. Me and you are in the same space, and when I look at other beauty professionals and I see them grow and thrive, my heart I can't explain it. I'm so happy on so many levels. And this is across the board in any industry. Any one of my friends, my followers, my Aneley, family, I just want to see you grow. I want to see you grow in whatever direction you want to grow. And let's celebrate. Today is all about celebrating you, celebrating all of the accomplishments, moving forward. This is the last live of 2021, you guys. It's the last live, and I am so excited for the next year. I know it's going to be phenomenal. Let's cancel all the noise that we keep hearing every single day. You know, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. You know what? The only thing that's going to happen is what we are going to imagine and actually manifest. This is what I believe in, and that's how it's going to happen. Amen. Hi, JFUNFR. Welcome. Yes, let's celebrate. Awesome. Marina says it's how we react to them that will make you or break you. Oh my God, you're 100% right. So I am ready to start the show. Cheers to that. All right. Yes, 2021 was epic. Can't wait for 2022. Me too. Hi, Irina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So today, as you can see, I have a little bit of a nice fancy schmancy background. I dressed up, curled my hair a little bit. I thought, you know, I don't know what it is about curls, but curls make me feel like it's something glamorous, a little bit more, you know, upbeat. So I'm loving it. So let's get started. First, we're going to start obviously with the basics, and that is my primer. I'm obsessed with this primer, not because it's mine, but because the formula is just so luxe, so yum. You don't need a lot, really. This is even a lot. But you're just gonna apply it everywhere. It is super moisturizing, but it's not oily, which is super important, especially for makeup artists. I get this question all the time. Is it oily? Is it oily? No, it is non-oily formula. We do not add oil into our product, but it is definitely moisturizing. And whether you are an oily girl or a dry girl or whatever your skin type is, right? Whatever your skin type is, you still need moisture. Moisture and oil is not the same thing, right? So you have to moisturize. Moisturize and pray. So apply that yummy primer all over. I put it everywhere. I put that on everything, right? Don't be afraid. Let it soak in. It's breathable. It's natural. It's organic. The formula is yum. It's actually perfect also for those of my beauties that have super sensitive skin. So that's why, don't worry, go all out. Next one, we're gonna do just a pump of foundation. This is liquid foundation, and I want you to notice I have no filter here, nor on Instagram, not on my Facebook, because I really want you to see my skin. We're all textured beings. All the filters it's not gonna help us in any way, right? Because if you meet me live and you're gonna say, girl, you have pores? Like, how? I'm like, well, yeah. You're gonna know that I'm faking, and I don't like that. I think we all have pores, and yeah, some of us have larger pores and some of us have smaller pores, but we're still alive and breathing, right? So welcome everyone. Oh, my Facebook fam. Hello, Davlar John. So I'm very excited about this. You guys, if you get kicked off from Instagram or Facebook, just come back. I don't know, it's been kind of funny lately and it's kicking my people off. So just come back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm still here applying my foundation. Is this your foundation? Yes, I'm using all of my products. I don't cheat on myself. Yes, the foundation is so beautiful, and we have it in a multitude of colors. And the thing about my foundation, which is super important for those of you who are new to my channel, to my brand, each foundation goes for about 3 to 4 shades of skin tone. So it's not just limited to one. It color adjusts on your skin. You just have to test it on your face in order to understand it. And for the new ones, first of all, welcome. I'm Yelena, I'm the founder. I see a lot of new faces today. Hello, Limor. you know, we have sampler kits that you can buy, and it has a variety of foundations. You just have to choose between light, medium, or dark kits, and it comes with a few different foundations. I actually have in each kit, it's called Natural Gift Set, I believe. I'm going to post all of the products that I'm using at the end of this live, so you guys can actually see. Click on it, but for sure, test out the formulas on your own face. You will see how luxe it is. For dark skin tone, I don't recommend using the powder foundations because it does contain titanium dioxide, which is, it's a mineral, but for some reason on certain undertones, like more of an ashy undertone, it comes out to be even more, on a cooler undertones, comes out to be ashy. So if you're a dark skin and you don't have cool undertones, you're a warm undertones, you're fine to use the powders. But if you have those cooler undertones, just go straight for the liquids. Go straight for the liquids. All right, so I'm gonna post the link to that right away after the live. Actually, my amazing assistant Will, love her. I just got a new assistant, and she is phenomenal. If you guys are in business and you don't have an assistant, believe me, there are such great ways to get an assistant, but you definitely need one if you want to grow and scale. It's super, super important. Let's see my Facebook fam. Hi. Thank you. Really appreciate it. It's so sweet. All right, so we're gonna go straight to the eyes because the eyes are going to give us the oomph, right? And whatever falls onto the face, you guys know my drill. I don't put all the makeup on, just the foundation. And for that reason is that if whatever something falls, I don't want it to go into my pores, right? Because it is very fine milled powder. So it will be much easier to get rid of it off of my foundation rather than from my bare face. A lot of makeup artists doing different things. This is just my preference. There is literally no right or wrong. There are certain suggestions that you can test, that you can try. But for me personally, this is what has been working. All right, so let's go in with the tape. My beauty tape. I love this one. This is makeup tape. You guys can use whatever tape you want. Usually what I do is I align it with my lower lash line, so not all the way to the lash line. I'm gonna get closer, but like a little bit below it. You see, guys, a little bit below it, so I have some room to blink like that. Okay, make sure you really kind of push it down. Again, if you make a mistake, oh my god, it's just makeup, don't sweat it, erase, re-record. You know what I mean? So the same thing I'm gonna do here. Just make sure it's even. Let me just drink my water. Make sure it's even. If it's not even and you made a mistake and then you look funny, it's okay. It's not a big deal. Hi, Alina. Welcome. Okay, make sure that it's really in there. All right, so today I'm actually going to show you a little bit of a different technique using my luminous eye shimmers, and I'm going to be using the little drops, the little magic drops I call them, because they actually make the luminous eye shimmers from my loose mineral collection, right, for the eyeshadows. Hey, my love, welcome. They become like foil, right? Like I actually made a little bit over here for you guys to see as a sample. You see how it's kind of shiny? So versus if you're just going to apply it on its own, and then it will be like more looser, right? All right, so now I'm gonna grab my brush. I'm excited because I actually love it when I wash all my brushes and I start fresh. I am kind of on top of it a lot. I don't know if you guys, how often do you guys wash your brushes? Let me know in the comments. I want to know how often you wash your brushes, because it's actually very important. I know a lot of people kind of skip that step, but you definitely want to do that. It's very, very important. Okay, so now I'm going to go in. I want to do something neutral. Let's see over here, just for like a transition shade. A lot of times I get asked, what's a transition shade? Transition shade is just a fancy schmancy word for putting a little bit of a matte color underneath that will help the rest of the makeup. It's kind of like the base, and it will help the rest of the makeup look nice and stick together and give you like some contrast right away. So don't like get it confused. I like to use Bark, which is a pretty neutral kind of ashy brown tone. It works for me. I really like it. See that shade right there? And what I do with it, I just put it into my crease. So you're gonna pick it up. You're gonna put your pinky right here, right, for control, and you're just gonna go back and forth, creating that depth. This is what I like about it, because if you like, we all have different lids, obviously, and different eyes. For me personally, the thing that I would love to have is some depth here. I kind of don't. It's kind of like one thing over here, so there's nothing like exciting. So when I apply this particular shade, I kind of create that depth in my eyes. They're kind of a little bit more deeper instead of they're just blah, right? You see the difference? And then this, right? This one right here. So that's why, and I'm using the brush, it's a large shadow number 68. You see it's more like a flat, but it has like a nice amount of space with it. So the same thing, I'm gonna go here. If you have, for those of my beauties who have mature skin, and by the way, mature skin doesn't mean you have to be like over a certain age. It's basically a bit of a sagging skin, or like it moves very well. It's not like so tight. You don't have to go back and forth. Just kind of tap onto it like this. Just tap onto it. But don't move your eye. I don't recommend it. If you do have to move it, just move it up like this a little bit and go back and forth. But try not to stretch it too much, because that's just gonna stretch your skin. And skin is so easily adaptive that you're just gonna be very unhappy in a few years with your skin. So that's why, even though you see my skin is also moving when I go back and forth, but I don't mind. Like, I'm okay with it, because I'm in my 30s, and I know I'm gonna continue doing makeup because that's my passion. I love it. So I don't want to be like in 10 years to come back here and say, wow, my skin is really sagging. It's not a good idea. So that's why just kind of work with what you've got. And as you can see, like right here, because there's a tape there, it'll create that sharp edge. For New Year's and for big events, I really love a sharp edge. So as you can see for my eye, you see where my crease is? You see that little bend? I go a little bit above it. So I'm kind of creating a little bit of a higher crease. That's just for me. If you have, I get this question all the time, so I'm gonna try to cover it. If you have a hooded eye, meaning this top area is kind of covering your crease, so you're just gonna go like this and go on top of it, just like this, right? On top. Because if you're gonna go like this and make that color in here, once you're gonna go straight, it's just gonna cover it, so you did nothing, okay? And if you have more questions regarding hooded eyes, please let me know, leave me comments, and I'm gonna find someone with hooded eyes. Well, actually, I think my mom has hooded eyes, so maybe one day if I'll convince her to be on my live, because she's like the shyest person in the world. Sometimes she questions how I'm her daughter. But I am. I guess I got this from my dad, this side of me. A little bit more social, like a social butterfly. I'm actually kind of a hybrid, I want to say. Like in certain situations, I'm so quiet, like I'm just like the quietest person in the room, and then certain situations I can't be quiet for 2 seconds. So I don't know. For those of you that just joined, I want to know what your wins are for 2021. I want to know in the comments, what did you accomplish and what your goals are for 2022. So as you can see now, I have blended it really, really nicely, And now you don't have those sharp edges. You see that? So with makeup, if you want it to look nice, don't rush through it, especially when you're doing a lot of blending work. Don't rush through it. It really is not necessary. Okay, now we're gonna, so this was Bark, and it was from the pressed eyeshadows in the color Bark. Okay, moving along. Next one, I'm gonna go, let's see, I'm gonna go in, I'm kind of feeling a little bit more daring today, if you will. So I'm gonna use yellow. I think that's what I'm gonna use. I'm just gonna go straight into Lemon Burst. I actually love this color. I'm going to show, I don't use it enough. Look at this color. It's such a gorgeous yellow lemon color. Love it, love it, love it. Do we have gold in the line? Yes, we do have gold in the line. We have 2 golds in the line. So absolutely, you're able to use it. So I'm gonna grab a smaller brush because I'm actually gonna go into my inner corners. Let's see which one I wanna use. I think I'm gonna use this one. This is number 70 Eye Definer. So it's more of a pointed one. I'm gonna grab this yellow Lemon Burst, go straight inside, right there, into this inner corner. So as you guys know, I did 2 lives ago, I believe, the color of the year. The color of the year, if you follow, it is called Very Peri. That's according to the Pantone color chart. If you guys don't know what a Pantone color chart is, it's the most universal worldwide coloring system, right? Hey Sigalit, welcome. And this coloring system has numbers, and they change every year. They add a new color of the year, and people follow it, people don't follow it, depends, right? And people across the board use it in every industry, right? In every industry. Little less, okay. So that's Very Peri, and in my line it's called Simply Violet, and I have done a tutorial with that one, I believe 2 lives ago. You guys can go ahead and check. So this is the yellow I'm using today. Do the same thing on the other side. But since I already showed you the color of the year, Glam, I thought I'm gonna do something totally different today. I don't know if I've ever done such, I guess, extravagant look, but you know what? A lot of people are gonna be home for New Year's, unfortunately, especially in New York, because the rules here have become crazy strict, and people are just kind of discouraged to come out. So you want to look as glam as possible, right? And if you are going out, my gosh, have fun. And I think you can definitely pull this look together, and you can use whatever colors you want. This is like a base for you to know. And whenever I'm using a lighter color, meaning like in whatever areas, you just replace it with whatever other light color that you want. That's it. A lot of people are using Christmas colors like the reds and the greens. I don't have a preference. I don't really care. It depends on my mood. By the way, this year, it so happens that New Year's falls on Shabbat. It's a Jewish holy day of the week, which is Friday night, right? Friday night to Saturday night. Okay, it's gonna kick me off again. I know they're having issues with me. Hi, my beauties. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened, but don't worry. This is saved on my Instagram. All right. So I'm just gonna continue. So I'm applying this glittery shimmer onto the rest of my eye. Now, what I like to do also, so you guys also know, I like to do brows after I do my eyes, and I'll explain to you why. Depending on what I did with my eyes, that's kind of the guide that I have for the rest of my, for the kind of brows I want to do, if I want to overdraw them, if I want to do them natural. I know sometimes people just want to do the brows and it kind of makes the face. Doesn't really matter. It's personal preference. It's one of the things that I never understood, why sometimes makeup artists recommend strongly certain things or like kind of push you to do it. Just do what works for you. Do what's right for you. It's not a big deal. Just do your thing. Hey Rifki, welcome. Okay, so moving on. Now I'm gonna grab my gel liner, because who doesn't need a gel liner? Gel liner is perfect for the inner, like inside your eye, right into the waterline. I actually really love it because it doesn't irritate your eye. If you have especially sensitive eyes, you want to use sensitive products, right? So I'm going to grab my... So I'm going to be doing this gel liner not only in my inner waterline, but also in my, as a liner. So I'm using Perfect Line number 56. It's a very, very skinny liner. Okay, so also it's such a long-lasting product. Yes, it's organic, it's all natural, but it is long-lasting. See what I'm doing? I'm going right over this, from this upwards. That way you're gonna have such a perfect sharp line in there. I'm gonna do this, continue into the, make sure you finish, but go into it, go into the inner parts by doing little dashes. So like pressing on, just like this, okay? And make sure it's very thin and closer to your lash line. So your thicker part would be the outer corner, your thinnest part would be the inner corner. And I love this flat brush, really skinny flat brush, because I get to go very close to my lash line. You see how close I am to my lash line? And I don't have to go like this and drag it. It's just such a great, strong brush. Okay, and I'm gonna go a little bit outside of my natural line. And then go in here. See what I'm doing? I'm extending that line. I'm extending that line. And now I'm gonna continue. Take your time in this area. Because you don't want to poke your eye. You see that? It just made my eye much more elongated. You see how much bigger looks than this one? You see the difference? I feel like I've extended it by a whole inch. It's crazy. The same thing on this side. Just press on inside, in the inner. Just press on. Especially press on if you have mature eyes, meaning if you have like sagging skin or wrinkles. What other brush can I use if not this one? You can use 018. 018 brush, I'm gonna show you, is like this. It's a little bit more softer, right? It's still skinny, but it's also very, very good. That's the one I actually used last time in my life, and you guys can go back and look at it. But it's a wonderful brush to use. but I wanted to showcase other brushes because you have a lot of choices with me. Also extending that eye. With this particular brush, you might feel like you need a softer one to go inside. For the softer ones, definitely use either the 018 or 019 brushes. They're much more soft bristles, so it's gonna be a little bit easier. This one is very, very like strong bristles, and I love it for very detailed work. Very detailed work. Beautiful. Now you're gonna grab your 018 and go inside. This is so much more softer. Can I use a pencil? Yeah, you can absolutely use a pencil. You can also dip a pencil inside inside of your gel liner and just go over it. Hey, EquiTRD and Fitness Health. Hey, good to see you. This definitely completes the look when you have the full line. I really, really hope you're gonna utilize a bunch of colors for the New Year's. Really be daring if you're never, ever done this, especially because it's so much fun. I don't know, I feel so good when I do this. Now I'm gonna put this away. Now I'm going to grab my, where's that brush that I wanted to show you today? Here it is. This one is like a pencil brush. This is a smudger. It's an excellent brush, very thick, very like strong bristles. And what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm going to dip it into the same purple orchid that I used on top, but I'm going to make it more intense. So I'm going to, remember I told you about this sealant. Just put a drop like on the back of your hand or in your makeup palette, and then pick up the color and just mix it up together. Mix it up together. Just make sure you have a little bit more color than the sealant. Okay, and then I'm gonna go right underneath. And it becomes like a foil shadow. It also lasts much longer than if you're not gonna use. You see that color? Just go back and forth. Can I do it without the sealant? Absolutely, you can do it without the sealant, with the sealant. This is just like another way for you to use it, because I get so many questions about the versatility, like what can you do, what different things you can do, because a lot of my clients, they're like very creative. Like the things that you guys do with the makeup is super creative. You're able to mix the colors together. Look at that color. It's an insane pigment. You see that? An insane pigment. And it's exactly the same color as the one I used here, by the way. Exactly the same. Great. Okay. Now, lashes time, baby. I'm gonna use my black mascara, my black long lash mascara. Go from the roots and upwards. If you're not a fake lash girl, it's fine. You can just, you know, stick to the mascara because the mascara will actually give you the length. You see that length? But I love applying lashes, so I'm gonna do that right now. Never pump a mascara, ever. Because you're just gonna dry it out. Can I use the sealant? Can I use the sealant with any color? Of course you can. You can use the sealant with any color. And I think what you meant was like throughout the line, right? Like with foundations, with anything. Yes, you can. With any powder product, you can. I wouldn't use it with foundation only because we have liquid version. Look at this. It gives you like a nice, beautiful face. Then I'm gonna grab glue. Hey Batya, hi Expand to Market. I love this duo glue. I'm obsessed with it. I buy either black or clear. This one is clear. It really doesn't matter which one you use. I apply glue directly onto the lash line. Directly. It just holds better. Believe me when I tell you, it holds better. Trust me. I learned this trick years ago. I don't even remember from where, to be honest with you. You know, I do so many tutorials and I learned so many different fix techniques and I pick things up over the years. But this has been a game changer. And I have been recommending to do this over the years to my clients, and my Aneley family is the best. It really, really is. You don't have to wait until it dries because this one in particular is amazing. It really, really is. You're gonna grab your lashes, place it right away. You see that? And press them together. I mean, look at this. It's insane. Is it insane or is it insane? Now you're gonna do this with the second one. Same thing. Place and then pinch. The only downside to this is that I have to erase it because it's not New Year's tonight. It's okay, we'll survive. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows. I'm using my duo, the spoolie one. Brush them up just to see where you have some sparse areas, and then I'm gonna just fill them in. I don't need to do too much, but I will extend them a little bit. See now? guys know I like it more on the natural side. For those of you that needs a little bit more care for the brows, then, you know, add more things. We have a bunch of products. We have powders, we have pomades, we have pencils, we have retractable ones on literally for everyone under the sun. So it's all a matter, and if you don't know which product, just reach out to me and I will help you. See? Perfect. Now this is the longest part. Now you're going to remove these babies right here. See? And the rest you just clean off. You see these sharp angles? Then just remove the extra color. This is why I absolutely love doing it. And with your foundation brush, just cover this up. Finished. Any fallouts and you're done. You see this? It's perfection. Like, I would go out like this and not even bother. It's just perfect. That's why I recommend using the tape. Just don't use like a duct tape, obviously. I mean, I hope that's self-explanatory. All right. The rest of the face. Told you we're going all out today, right? I wouldn't set it in between, no. But if you want to set it in between, if you have, let's say, very oily skin, it's a great question, by the way. You can. It'll last you. Definitely will last you. All right, now I'm going to go in with just a little bit of contouring. Just a tad. Like that. Apply light color wherever you want it to stand out, and whatever you want to hide, you want to apply darker colors. Beautiful. Then I'm gonna grab my bronzer, go right over it. You see that? Right over it. Remember last time, I believe, I was telling you about this new, I guess it's a trend, but I hope it stays, that we are using the contour kit a little bit higher. You see like where I'm going? A little bit higher. And I like applying cream under the powder. You see that? Just gives it a little bit more. If anybody is going to actually repeat this, please tag me. I know it's really different from what we're normally doing, but I think that it puts you kind of outside of your norm, right? Now you're going to just break it up. Perfect. Now, I'm just gonna literally grab a highlighter. No, first I'm gonna do the blush. I'm using Dusty Rose. It's a pressed powder, pressed blush, like right on top over here. I like to go in here a little bit because that kind of creates some uniformity, connection. Basically, I'm concentrating on these areas to give myself a little facelift, right? Perfection. Hi Beverly, hi Expand, oh yeah, I saw you. And highest Snap, highest Snap. Okay. Okay, next I'm going to apply, of course, some highlighter, which is my Luminescence highlighting powder. I love this powder. It's like, look at this powder, it's so beautiful. You see how it makes a difference? It's like glowing. Also here, on the highest parts of your cheekbones, right there. Basically anywhere that you want like the light to hit. Like that. You can also apply it above your Cupid's bow, right there. Not a big fan of applying it like right here because, I don't know, just too much of a glow for me, but you're more than welcome to do it. Okay. And, of course, last but not least, is your lipstick. Now, I'm gonna go with a little bit more of a nude color. This is Breathless. But on top, let me see, which one did I want to do? I'm gonna apply What a Drama Queen. Just a little bit. You see that? It's gonna be more peach. You see this? The perfect ending to the look. But you can actually mix and match and do whatever you want with it. Cannot believe it, but I'm done. You guys, first of all, cheers to 2022. I'm hopefully gonna go live on Friday, like early afternoon or morning, to do my glam for what I'm gonna be wearing on New Year's. If I'm not gonna get to do it, because it's a short day for us, I hope that you're gonna be doing it and sharing and tagging Aneley Cosmetics. For those of you that are joining me late or on replay, I wanna know what your wins are. I wanna know what your wins are for 2021 and what your future plans are for 2022. So, for me personally, there has been a lot going on in a really beautiful, positive way. You guys know me. For those of you that know me personally, know that I'm a super positive person, and I really truly believe what you focus on grows. So I want to wish you in the new year, in 2022, which is coming up in like 5 minutes, literally, to focus and let it grow. Focus on the positive, on the beautiful, on the productive. Just believe in it. Believe. Have a little bit more believe in your own self. We will always have ups and downs. This is normal. This is part of life. But in any way possible, just live life to the fullest. And thank you for joining me this whole year. This is our final live for 2021. I'm gonna see you next year for our Monday night live, which is next week. Can't even believe it, but it is what it is. And thank you so much, and enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers.